Look how professional, how professional this looks. Jack's just lying down in bed with the camera in his face. He looks like he's on FaceTime, not a podcast.
Josh, can I make a sandwich?
Are
Can I make a sandwich?
you actually serious?
I actually am, but if you want to start, we can start. Okay, 3,
Right, I'm ready.
1, go.
And
Well-
scene.
Welcome to Late Night Chats. My name's Josh. We are here with Jack. Say hello. Kyle, say hello.
Wagwan.
Jimmy, say hello.
Hello, guys.
Jimmy, tell us a bit about yourself.
No,
I'm joking.
no. I did nothing to me.
So what we're talking about
Today,
today?
this week,
Wow.
we're talking about conspiracy theories. Right, I'm going to kick this off.
Okay, kick
I
it
thought
off.
we already did.
No, with a conspiracy
We
theory.
got football conspiracy theory.
No,
Yeah,
we're going to kick this off with a very relevant one.
Coronavirus.
Kick off.
COVID-19.
I'm over 19.
I've heard of it.
Everybody knows what it is.
Nope.
Not everybody. I bet there's people in
I've been
Africa.
actually, yeah.
I would
Think
assume
about it,
most
yeah.
people know what it is by now. Everybody in the UK knows what it is, alright?
Just been lurking a little Chinese bat.
Well, this is the conspiracy. Where did
What?
it come from?
The bat.
Bat soup.
Lab.
Bat soup.
Bat soup.
Fish soup. Fish soup. Frozen fish.
There's actually various conspiracies on COVID-19.
Right then.
One of them being that it was created in a lab. Whether that
What do you
be accidental or intentional, that it came out of the lab in Wuhan, leaked out and spread.
I don't know about that.
Bread.
Spread.
Cheese.
What's the point of making it?
Try to keep the population down.
Yeah, so the point is to wipe out part of the population because it's spreading too rapidly. Too many
All the
people
old
having
people.
babies.
Although it didn't go to plan, it spread across the world, and they didn't mean to do that.
So obviously there's the conspiracy that it was China developing it just to cut down their own population because there's bloody loads of them. Or
Or
that it was made to cut down the entire
Chemical
world's
warfare.
population. There is actually a conspiracy that it was made as a biological weapon,
no, chemical warfare. So I said.
Mm.
and that not only did it escape from a lab, but it was intentionally created by Chinese scientists as a biowarfare weapon.
No.
Nah, they're wrong.
What do you
Case
think?
closed.
What do you
Next
think?
conspiracy theory?
What do you think? You think that's true, Josh?
No. I don't know what's true. Nobody knows what's true, really. Let's be honest. Apart from,
Maybe someone does.
well, yeah, there's bound to be someone that does know because it came from somewhere. Somebody must know where. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out that it was like they were doing experiments in a lab, whether that be on a bat or whatever, and it leaked out of the lab. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was
It's definitely leaked out of the lab.
like if it was an accidental leak,
Just a little bit.
rather than it just like coming from somebody eating a bat.
Jimmy, what do you think?
Yeah, what's your insight, Jimmy?
I think it came from the wet market.
Frozen fish.
Well, you reckon somebody bought a bat on a market, ate it, and that's how they got it?
Yeah, or like a pangolin or something like that. Something weird that they're eating. They eat loads of weird shit.
I think that we would have this would have happened by now.
It has
Um,
happened.
Yeah, but like before, if they're still eating, they're eating
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah, that is an argument, but then it's also an argument that like viruses there's always new viruses that happen and get created and that. So it could have just been created recently. A bat picked it up and
Yeah.
There's more. Okay.
To be honest, I don't really know.
What I find very suspicious is the fact that they wouldn't let anybody investigate the Wuhan area. I just poked myself in the eye.
I think that's just China in general.
Very secretive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but does
Us
that not
folk like
show...
to keep his stuff in check.
Yeah, which I would say almost enhances the theory. The fact that they are so secretive. Like, it just suggests that they've got something to hide.
Yeah.
Maybe we do.
Oh, look at my eye.
I'm Chinese.
Another conspiracy is that the US military imported it into China.
No, I reckon they paid Russia to import it into China.
That's another conspiracy. Is that Russia were behind it, and then basically leaked it
Russia have
into
been
China.
quiet.
Russia what?
They've been quiet since it started.
Yeah, they have. They haven't said anything, have they?
No,
Very odd. Very, very odd.
I just don't know. Just so many.
What's the current death count?
Of
For
It's
COVID.
like 121 or 122,000.
What, in the UK?
Yeah, no, not in the world. There's
In the world,
loads of
it's over 2 million, I swear now.
Like just England, or have you meant the whole UK?
UK.
The UK is 120,000. Well, 127,000.
I think they've lied about some of the deaths as well.
Yeah. So that's another conspiracy is
Yeah.
whether the death rates are inflated, and I think. Well, I mean, it's not. I swear it's been like proven that they are. I swear it's
Yeah,
been
I think
proven that some of the deaths were being put down from like people like who died in a car crash that had COVID at some point,
Yeah,
We'll
like,
put
and that was
down.
going down as a COVID death.
Yeah,
that was proven in America, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah, it's all inaccurate. And the amount of people that tested positive then take a second test and it's negative, like they're getting false test results.
My mum had COVID.
She did.
you did.
And she was fine, wasn't she? Did she even? How bad did it get?
She got quite bad.
But she didn't have to go to hospital, did she?
No, she was in bed for a week though. She couldn't get out of bed.
She lose her taste.
Yeah. Apparently everything tasted of salt.
Hmm.
I don't really like salt.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
Apart from salt.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
So she just
Yeah,
tastes.
She just eats salt cubes now.
Wait, does salt taste like salt? Or does it taste extra salty?
Taste of the sea.
Yeah.
You know when you drink yogurt.
Salt tastes
Oh,
like sea.
if
Sea
she
doesn't
drank
taste like
if she
salt.
drank water, did it taste like salt water?
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, apparently. That's what she said.
Oh, that
She could have been
was
lying. Another conspiracy theory. Should we get on the call?
horrible.
Is that the end of that conspiracy theory?
That's what I was about to say. Do you want to move on from COVID?
Yeah, I think
21st of June, we can
Yeah,
move on.
move on.
21st of June, hopefully we can move on if all goes to plan.
What'd you do if my finger just appeared in Josh's screen?
I'd be very confused.
I've got the moon landing.
What about
The,
it?
the original moon landing.
me and Josh spoke about this the other day.
What about it, Jimmy?
Did they actually go up there and walk and play golf and put a flag?
Didn't they say that he had a reflection in his helmet? And the reflection on his thing was like the other way around to what it should be.
Yeah.
Like the Earth.
Well, the thing with me is, because of the like they were using like film back then. If it goes through the Van Allen radiation belt, it should be destroyed. With the sort of technology they were using, but they've just got it all on film, and they, came back.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is, what if they went up there, they filmed it, and then it got destroyed or something? Then they just went into a studio and recreated it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You know?
I don't know. Well, so you're
Yeah.
saying they went... Yeah, but then your conspiracy theory is they went up, but they falsified the recording.
but what he's saying is, even if they did go up, the film that they had should have been destroyed. So like,
Should have been destroyed, yeah.
so if they did go up, they should have actual footage of it, and the footage that they have got shouldn't be real, basically.
Yeah.
Like what I said to Josh the other day, right, was how come we landed on the moon back then, but with all the technology we've got now, we haven't been able to go up since and land on
That's,
the
I
moon?
was going to say that.
Didn't
Yeah,
fucking
but-
what's his face did one the other day?
Yeah, but
Said-
that's what I said. Is that it's because of the Carl's cutting out. Because of the cost of it, and like the fact that there's no reason for us to go to the moon. There's no reason for it. It would just be a waste of money.
Build a house.
Yeah, they have good rocks up
You
there.
can't live on the moon. The moon is inhabitable. They know it is. They're not going to try and habitate the moon.
What about Mars?
It's in Mars that Elon Musk wants to.
That rover landed on Mars, apparently.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Spent a lot of money on that. Took 7 months to get there.
Yeah,
Yeah, 7 months.
that's what I
What's
mean.
the point?
Because he wants to populate it.
No, but what's the point of NASA going? It's like 249 million miles away.
Because they want to populate Mars.
7
They're
months.
They're not.
No, that's the Elon Musk's plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
there's a girl, like a 19-year-old girl, that's one of the first ones to go.
That's his
who
plan.
wants to come back there? Would you do that? You
No.
can't come back.
No chance.
No, there's no golf courses on Mars.
Yeah, why would you want to go?
You'll be in the history books.
And what do I gain from that?
How long does it take to get to Mars?
About 7 months.
7 months.
Fucking hell. And then you just got to stay up there.
Yeah, and there's nothing to do there.
I think it's on like the same level. So
They were
Plus-
talking about Elon Musk. He wanted to do like. What I would do is if you could go up in a spaceship and just have a little look, in space, look at Earth, then just fly back down.
Oh yeah,
Just
well
look up.
that's what they reckon that they'll be doing. Not that far
Just
in
look
the
up, Jimmy.
future, but it will cost a lot of money.
outside, there's the sunlit.
Oh yeah. The moon.
So I knew you were tall, but
I
Yeah,
just
that-
think humans are so like intrigued. I feel like we would have gone back up just at least one more time.
I think it's just because of the cost though, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I know the cost and stuff. I get that, but I feel like the technology we've got now, they'd be able to run more tests and stuff. And I don't know.
It's just a big rock, though, isn't it?
Another reason they said about it being fake is because of the flag, isn't it? Because the flag appeared to like blow in the wind.
Yeah.
There's no air on the moon.
Yeah, I just don't get.
what happens if you have air? Like, you took like a bottle and it just had air in it, and then you just opened it in space. What would happen to the air?
Wouldn't the bottle like get sucked?
Didn't they describe the moon though?
It'd
As, like,
probably break, yeah, because there's a vacuum in space. But where would the air go?
What car?
didn't they describe the moon though as like walking on dust, like really light, thin
Oh,
dust?
Jimmy's allergic to dust.
Yeah,
It was like walking on powder.
yeah.
Like walking on sunshine.
Yeah, but
But
it's not
that-
thick.
The flag thing, they apparently, because of the lack of like gravity in that's why it doesn't actually move. It just kept that sort of bent position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think because of like the space race back then with Russia, I looked into it and like NASA were really far behind. Like Russia were making strides, and then out of nowhere, the US just landed on the moon, just out of nowhere.
Maybe they went to Russia.
Maybe. Do you think there'll be a point where every piece of land will be populated?
It is, isn't it?
No, like every bit.
Or what?
Well, so we're just going to be stood like shoulder to shoulder.
No, there's just be houses everywhere. Just think of every film you ever seen.
yeah, probably.
Because I was just thinking today, like, we're probably in like a little crossover period here. In terms of like the human race. With like technology and stuff.
Yeah, because like our parents didn't really have anything.
We don't have anything. And now we have
Yeah, we've got all this shit.
bullshit. And then think of like 200 years or something. Could be bad shit going on.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Hobby
Let me
cars.
know, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a call.
We've got to see it.
We'll do another podcast then, yeah?
You won't be able to drive cars in like 100 years. They'll all be automatic, just
Yeah, and then there'll be flying cars.
like an iRobot.
Yeah, flying cars.
Weird.
There'll be flying cars, and then planes will go on the roads.
Car, would you
Yeah.
say?
It's just weird how like human race is progressing like at a gradual rate, and then internet become a thing, and now everything just fucking 100 miles an hour.
Just because it takes milliseconds to get information from one side of the world to the other.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird. It's scary. I don't even think I'd want to live here in 200 years.
You won't
Yeah,
be,
well-
don't worry.
Well, yeah.
No, with the moon stuff though, I think we should be seeing what's underwater first.
Yeah, we still haven't gone right to the bottom
explore
yet, have we?
explore our own planet before
we
we
go to
venture out of
Mars.
it.
But there's like, what was it, like 96% of the ocean hasn't been discovered or something.
Yeah, it's because we can't go to certain depths with the technology we
Yeah,
currently got.
Well,
It's only because the human can't take it.
they need to work on it
Yeah. That's a fair point.
now.
Go tell them.
Send this off to Boris.
All right,
Josh
Josh,
ain't gonna do it.
copy him
Yo.
in. Well,
Ah,
Yeah, get him in, Josh. Get him in the call.
what car?
Like, obviously, like what Jimmy just said is, when you think of it, especially with, like global warming and stuff, we're more likely to flood than we are to like blow up at the moment.
Well, I think we're very unlikely to blow up.
Or something like hitting it.
Ah,
By like a meteor or something hitting it.
Carl, you got a conspiracy for us?
Who, me?
Are you sure name Kyle?
I didn't hear Kyle, to be fair.
Let me look.
you got to,
Is Kyle real?
Down. Alright.
Is it sandwich time while he finds a conspiracy?
No, he's got one.
The first one's a basic one, but what about the pyramids?
What about?
One.
they were built by thousands and thousands of slaves.
No, they're built by aliens.
What were you saying, Carl?
The pyramids and how you think they were built?
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah, aliens.
Thousands and thousands of slaves.
Nah, slavery's bad.
It is
Nah.
bad.
It is, but there was a lot of slaves back then.
There was a lot of slaves, but if you work, if like
Who were they enslaved by, though?
The Egyptians.
Aliens.
Oh,
The Egyptian royal family.
Why do you think they were so smart?
I did hear that the
They
pyramids
built
slide
shit
up.
those days. We can't even do that now.
Slide up
Ah,
to the center of
What?
the earth.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Slide up
and
to
they're
the
symmetrical as well.
Which
Like,
is crazy for that
Everything's a,
time period that they were doing all this symmetrical triangle.
They started building them when the pharaoh was born, and then they buried them when they died.
the thing is, right, is each of the pyramid stones weigh on average about 2.5 tons.
Did you just cluck that out of the brain? Did you, Carl?
No, I but like 2.5 tons. It's like that's just one stone. And I don't know. I don't remember how many stones are made up. But let me have a look.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, 500 people carrying each stone, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I think
how?
500 people around that stone.
Oh, that is weird, isn't it?
Full of it.
You see the thing about the speed of light?
What?
How fast it is.
The speed of light is 299,792,458 meters per second. I don't know if you remember that number, 299,792,458. The geographic
Yeah, that didn't help.
The geographic coordinates of the Great Pyramid are 29.9792458. Exactly the same number. How weird is that?
Is it weird?
Conspiracy. It's
Is it
conspiracy.
weird? Or is it a coincidence?
Aliens.
It is aliens, I'm telling you.
I do remember people working at the speed of light through pyramids and stuff. I remember
They're working
watching
for the speed of light. Jeez, they must have finished fast.
What are you on about?
or speed of sound, whatever Josh just said.
No, I said like.
What are you on about?
Huh?
What are you on about? You remember them working it out?
No, I
Yeah.
remember a documentary of people saying that they use pyramids to work out stuff like that.
It's got to be slaves, isn't it? It's got to be slaves
Aliens.
that had built the pyramids.
Well, this one of the
your
pyramids.
camera's not on.
Hang on.
He's reading. He's reading Google.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's on
One of the
Wikipedia.
pyramids has got 2.3 million stones, and they
Oh.
range 2.5 tons to 15 tons.
Yeah.
How many stones?
2.5 million.
Are those
Really?
massive blocks?
They just have 2.5 million stones. Or
In
2.
one period.
In what period? Have you read that right?
In my head, that looks a lot bigger.
That's massive.
2.5 million.
It's
Yeah.
2.3 million stone blocks, each weigh an average of 2.5 to 15 tons, 481 feet, 147 meters. That's what I mean. Like they're a lot bigger than people think.
Have you ever been in a pyramid?
No, but I've seen obviously like when you see it. Like,
You're not allowed in these pyramids, are you?
I don't know. I think you can go in some of them when you go to Egypt.
Yeah,
One of my
Because one of the
mates went into.
conspiracies that the Great Pyramids are actually hiding like secret technology and stuff inside. And there's a thing
Sex toys.
in the 1990s. A secret door was discovered inside one of the Great Pyramids, and it had red writing on the outside. And
What did it say?
I don't know who Zahi Hawass is, but he allowed a robot to drill a small hole and peek inside. He then announced that there was nothing in there, but refused to give the videotapes as proof.
Sex toys.
Which is a bit weird. If there was nothing in there, why would you refuse to give the videotapes?
That is a bit weird.
Conspiracy.
well, but why would no one else go in?
They don't allow
Not
anybody in there.
Didn't
Who owns the pyramids?
I don't know.
didn't
The Egyptian government, I
did
think.
the pharaohs get buried with their wives still alive?
That's another
What?
thing. Is
No.
that it's to house the dead pharaohs and that.
No, did they get
Yeah,
buried?
they started
Oh.
building them when they were
They got
born.
buried with their alive wives or something. I saw that somewhere.
You watching Scooby Doo?
Simpsons. I heard it somewhere. Maybe
Oh,
it's
Simpsons is a good conspiracy theory, and all the stuff they predict.
No, The Simpsons is real, Kyle.
The Illuminati built them.
Do you just
What,
dribble?
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
No, the pyramids.
It was aliens.
Was it aliens?
It was. I was there.
Why haven't they came back?
They are here. They're among us.
They're
As we
disguised
speak.
as humans.
hmm
Imagine.
They have to wear like stuff that says what they are on their hat, so people don't realise.
How many people do you think it would take to lift a 2.5 ton stone?
3 strong, world's strongest men.
I could do it.
Yeah, I don't think it would take that many. But that's
Cool.
Yeah, I
they're
don't think the
push-
slaves were literally picking it up. They probably tied a rope around it and pulled it.
Yeah.
Did they put on like a wheelbarrow thing?
Yeah,
might
they
have
probably put it onto,
they
like,
probably
yeah,
put it
some
on
wheels.
wheels and that.
I don't think they lifted it up and over their heads.
It's on their head.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Like,
Right, yeah,
they carried it like a coffin.
Yeah, on his shoulder,
Yeah.
just some of it waddle. It's alright, Carl. Carry on, mate.
No,
No,
that
just-
boat is treatable.
that's only going by the lightest stone, 2.5 tons.
Hmm.
What's the heaviest?
15.
15. That's it. Oh, yeah. Wikipedia.
I don't know. The thing is, we'll never know. So what's the?
I'm guessing they would have worked it out, but
You want to go make a sandwich or not?
I don't know. Can't I pass it now?
Yeah. I'm bothered now.
Do you know what I really want to do?
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's 20 to 3. I'm up in 7 hours.
Josh, back to you, mate.
Let's talk about 9/11.
Do you believe that thing about the gold in lorries underneath?
What's
Nah.
They had like truckloads of gold underneath the 9/11 thing, and they were
Underneath
Yeah,
the
yeah.
9/11 thing.
underneath the tower. And you know,
World Trade Center.
when the plane hit, everyone's looking up, and then you just drive the gold out.
I don't think I've ever
True,
read.
but I've never read
Like
that.
like a big heist.
I don't know.
GTA. Should we do a GTA heist?
There's been like internal, like there was bombs already set in there, and that exploded to help the tower collapse because people like that buildings and skyscrapers basically said that how the twin towers collapsed is like unrealistic from where the planes hit them. Like where the
Yeah,
planes
it's true. If you think about it, the plane hit near the top of the tower, or quite
Yeah.
high up the tower. How does then the entire building collapse?
it collapsed inwards and it literally goes straight. There's no like it doesn't even fall sideways. Even when you
It's because there's one pole going through all of it. Just one big glass pole. And then when the plane hit it, it just shattered. So the whole building just fell down.
It just caved in on itself, pretty much.
Yeah. It literally looked like, like, have you watched those like demolition videos of like buildings being demolished where they get blown up at the bottom and then they all just
Yeah.
That's
But
what
even
it looked like.
even some of those though sometimes fall to the side.
Yeah.
Like both towers literally just caved in and just went. I find that so.
Yeah.
But then the question you'd ask is why? Why would they blow them up?
Didn't they try to go for the White House as well? The Pentagon. It failed.
They went to.
No, apparently a plane hit the Pentagon.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, the White House then. They failed to hit the White House. So.
Oh no! Apparently there was 3 planes, 1 in each tower and 1 in the Pentagon. But
no, there was another one. Wasn't
it? United 71.
Yeah, the 4th plane, but
the passengers overpowered the terrorists.
Yeah,
and it still crashed though, didn't it?
Yeah,
it crashed and failed.
They made sure it went to like a.
Another thing about 9/11, do you believe that the US government were in on it?
In on what?
9/11.
Oh.
Probably.
The fact that they didn't shoot down the planes.
There had people in it.
And if it was heading for the towers, they'd shoot them down.
They were go for the towers.
Ah.
Oh, they had lasers on the front of the planes.
You could see where the plane's heading. They knew the plane had been hijacked. It was obviously going to fly into something.
No, I know. I remember that it'd been hijacked for like 15 minutes before they noticed or something.
I think the planes hit. I think the one that hit the first tower they didn't know about. The 4th one they knew about. That's why it's hit.
How can they not know about?
Planes.
This didn't happen that long ago. There was technology. There's like they can detect aircrafts.
It was 20 years ago.
They can what?
They can detect aircrafts. As soon as they know an aircraft is off route, they can contact it.
Yeah, but I mean,
so how can they not know?
Don't know. There's obviously a lot of factors that can do with like route changes and stuff, like weather, avoiding weather storms.
There's a caterpillar on my wall.
Mechanical failures. I don't think the first thing they would have thought of is the planes like having a terrorist attack. Bear in mind that was like one of the biggest terrorist attacks, if not the biggest, for a very long time.
But the other thing about the Pentagon one is there was hardly any evidence suggesting there was a plane wreckage. And apparently the damage to the building was said to be way too minor for a plane to have flown into it.
I think 3 people died.
Did they?
I think so.
But yeah, apparently the damage was too minor. Yeah, apparently that 4th plane that crashed into the field as well, there was hardly any plane wreckage. There was very, very little wreckage there.
And that just because it disintegrated though.
What does that mean?
No, but it wouldn't disintegrate. If a plane flows into the floor, it's not going to disintegrate. The argument is that it was shot down by the military, and hence it disintegrated over a large area in the air.
Don't know.
But the military deny that it was shot down.
I don't know. I mean,
again, the crash site was apparently really small.
Yeah, they made a film on that 4th plane. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies around the 4th plane.
And by the Pentagon one as well, apparently. I don't know. I think the one thing that gets me the most is how the building collapsed. And I like everyone like that specializes in building like those buildings and skyscrapers and stuff. All, like everyone's just said like how like unrealistic it is for the building to collapse like that.
Could it have just imploded?
What? No, because the rest of the building isn't damaged. The only bit of this damage are the floors that were impacted by the plane.
But why? It could have been an inside job. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, one of the main things is that back then, and even probably now, America had one of the most powerful air forces in the world. So the question is, how could they fail to intercept those planes with one of the most powerful air forces in the world?
Probably just time.
Josh, they still shoot each other today. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, but That's what I mean. It's not that if it's one plane and they like let it slip by accident, sure. But there's 4 planes.
Yeah, you think
Four
picked up
planes crashed that
after
day.
the first 2?
But what are they gonna do?
What the
fingers are massive.
what they believe is that the government wanted to use the attacks to justify an invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that, but I don't understand. Even back then, they might have like a really good air force, but like no one was prepared for what had happened. Like nothing had happened like that before.
No, but they have jets that intercept things like that.
Yeah, they have jets, but they still got to get there from the military bases and stuff.
Yeah, but there's 4 planes, Carl, and it's not like they were literally one after the other, just like that. There was quite a bit of time between each plane hitting.
Well, yeah, I can't remember the time between the first and second.
There's just a lot of very like odd things that don't really make sense.
Yeah, it is a big one. Like loads of little things, from like footages of it not being real to like planes disappearing. There is loads of shit.
I just don't think it could have been a setup. How could people live with that?
Jimmy,
Maybe they were shot.
have you seen of all the things that have been proven to be true about the American government and other governments around the world? And you're questioning whether they can live with stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, it's a very difficult one. You'll probably never ever know, never be able to prove anything. It's just,
that's why
you'd like to think that it wasn't an inside job. They didn't know anything about it, but it's very possible that it could have been.
Yeah. Well, leading from that, what do you think of the Illuminati? Do you think they're running everything above everyone's heads? You know, doing everything that's going to happen.
I don't really
Like
see how.
future tellers.
Future tennis.
Tellers. Like you said, they know everything's going to happen.
No, they're just in charge of everything.
I don't really
in charge
see.
of me.
I struggle to see how they would exist without it being leaked in some sort of way.
Well,
It
it
has,
has.
and we didn't know it.
It got they found the people, and it got tore apart. But I think they made it again. It was made in like France or something.
What, and you think?
Version 2.0.
You think all the world leaders know about them, and
They're
being
not
told
the
what
real
to do?
leaders. They're not the
No.
real leaders.
You think
I
they're
agree.
being told what to do?
There's people higher above them. They're the actual leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And you think no, like, former prime minister or president or anything would have said anything?
No,
Think-
so they'll be killed.
Yeah. You think Donald Trump is in charge of the world?
No, he's in charge of America. Well, he was in charge
Go
of America.
Trump.
They wouldn't let him be in
That
charge.
video. I don't support Trump.
They wouldn't let him be in charge. There'll be someone above Trump telling him what to do.
His wife.
No, but that's the whole point of a government. Is that one man can't just do what they're not dictators. They have to gain approval of the government and that, so they can't
have
just
liked
do
to
what
have
they
been.
want.
I am similar with Jimmy though. I do feel like there's people above it.
Smarter people.
How? I don't
There's
know.
no way it wouldn't come out though.
Elon Musk.
They
Yeah, but-
have to swear, or they like kill their families or something.
What if they have no family?
Yeah.
They have so much power though. They would have so much power.
They would.
How would they though? How would they have the power?
Superman.
Yeah,
They
but
just
this would be like this would be. I know like you go along with saying like films and stuff, but when we talk about like Secret Service people and people like hitmen and stuff like that go around killing people for like that is a real thing. People do that.
We're going to say Hitler then.
Do you know what I mean? Special forces that people don't know even exist and stuff, like proper like shit.
yeah.
Like they could be like they'd be dead within a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? Like it would look like a car crash, but for all you know, it's been done on purpose.
Talking of car crashes.
No.
Like with,
Talking of car
That's
crashes,
not a
I think
conspiracy
it's
theory.
time to
No, I'm
turn
gonna
in for the
go.
night.
Princess Diana. That's a good conspiracy. Did the Queen kill her?
Huh? What, Princess Diana?
Yeah.
Mate, the Queen's in charge of the world. She's the Illuminati.
She's a lizard. She's a lizard human.
A lizard human. Yeah.
She's a lizard. She's a lizard person.
The Princess Diana one is weird.
Yeah, it is. It's just after her divorce.
She died in a Mercedes.
Good knowledge.
No worries, mate.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the timing of the crash. It's just.
But didn't they say the driver was drunk?
Drink
And
driving?
they were being chased by
Shouldn't drink
paparazzi.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you not?
I just don't know.
Do you not know?
Josh,
Oh.
I just don't know the truth.
Josh, we need answers.
Josh,
I don't have the answers.
I don't know
You
the
started the
truth.
podcast.
Do you think I've got an answer to all the conspiracy theories out there?
Show me the
Yeah.
truth.
That's right, guys. I am actually the Illuminati, and I know everything about the world.
That's it. You're actually going to be hunted down. We're never going to see you again.
Bye,
It's nice knowing you all.
Yeah, bye, Josh.
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you do? You just turn it off and you just receive a call right now.
Yeah, your phone just came up with a message just saying you're fucked.
I got a conspiracy.
Go on.
Is Dustin
Oh,
Johnson real? Dustin
No,
Johnson? Dwayne Johnson. Dustin Johnson's a
Dwayne
golf
Johnson
player.
and The Rock, the same person.
That's not a conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy. They
We
look,
Wow.
know we know he's the same
they
person.
look the same.
They look, yeah.
Oh
It's
what?
just a
Oh what?
rock.
Like Paul McCartney secretly
Oh,
died years and years in like the '60s. He died, and they found an identical-looking person who sounded identical, who sung identical, to replace him.
It makes no sense because
The likelihood of finding someone that not only sounds and looks identical, but also has the same singing voice,
yeah,
Maybe he had a twin.
still wouldn't have the same singing voice.
do you believe there's
Never
like
know.
somebody in the world that looks
Conspiracy.
exactly like you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be true, isn't it?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
somebody out there in the world that looks very, very
Parallel
similar
universe.
to you.
That would be crazy to see.
What, two of you?
Yeah.
Bad enough of one.
Oh, then.
What about Madeleine McCann?
What about her?
What do you think about that? Is she still alive?
Josh knows firsthand about this.
Josh,
Did you do it, man?
Let's move on.
You go on about get her out of that cupboard from behind you.
That's not a cupboard. That's a door to the other room.
We'll get her
That's
out of there then.
That gives through to my bedroom.
What are you keeping her in your room for? That's disturbing.
Guys, I do not know where Madeleine McCann is. Okay, can I just confirm
Yeah, that's
that?
exactly what someone would say when they do know where she is.
The thing about Madeleine McCann is it's very weird. If you look at all the like evidence and that, it's very
And how rich parents have got?
yeah, it's very possible that the parents could have not
They paid Josh
intentionally,
to take her.
but I wouldn't be. This is again another one that I don't know if I believe it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came out. But I don't think it ever will come out. But I wouldn't be surprised if it came out that the parents accidentally killed her.
She never existed.
Well, they arrested someone, didn't they, recently about it?
Yeah, but that's just been
they just
that's
get
been
acquitted
dismissed.
straight away.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they accidentally killed her and then disposed of the body.
Or
Because
maybe
her blood
she's
was
out there
found.
making Madeleine McCann jokes.
Her blood was found, like in the
Not
car.
knowing.
In the car that they rented.
Maybe she grazed her knee.
Yeah, she probably grazed
She
the
could
knee.
have,
She was a bit of a clumsy person.
She could have.
She was only like 4.
Yeah, she got
You
lost.
you seem to know a lot about her, Jack.
I've read a lot about it, mate.
Oh yeah.
I've been to your house. I know what she looks like.
No, it is crazy the amount of money that they've put into the case.
Yeah.
Which
If you
case?
look at the average missing persons case, the amount of money they've put into, try and look for them, nowhere near the amount they put into
It was, yeah. It blew up like massive, didn't it?
They put in so much money.
Because it was in Portugal.
I just think they just come out into the public. They're like, oh, we need money, and then they just get a new house.
They did well.
They've got a new house. They've got,
Yeah, but the other thing
They
is,
have a TV show as well, didn't they?
all the doors and windows and that were locked, weren't they?
Yeah, but he was already in the house.
who leaves 3 fucking infants?
No,
They
but
did.
the the door and the windows, I'm pretty sure, were locked, like, from the inside. So they're like, it wouldn't make sense for somebody to have firstly
Maybe they had a
got
key.
in there. How?
The parents give him a key.
Oh yeah, great.
How
But
is
like,
it?
because they were saying that she could have wandered out of the room, but it wouldn't have made sense because for that she would have had to lock the door behind her.
Maybe someone knocked on the door. She opened the door. They nicked her, and then
Who
closed the
locked the
door, and then it just auto locks.
No, this is a door that doesn't auto lock.
It
No, it wasn't.
Josh?
It wasn't.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
How old was I when she was taken? Come on.
Okay, how old you were?
When
It
was,
doesn't-
when
but it
was
doesn't
she
make it
taken?
right that you-
When was she taken?
I don't know. I swear she should be like 18 now. So I think it was like 2003 or something.
2007.
I was going to say that doesn't make
2007.
math.
I was what? 9 years old. 9-year-old Josh flew to Portugal and took Madeleine
Old enough.
by myself. I've never been to Portugal in my life.
Well, yeah, that's what you would say.
What if
I've never been to Portugal.
she was in the building with her two siblings as well?
Yeah, and the two siblings were fine.
What if they actually know something and they've just been told to shut up?
They were
No,
too
the kids
young.
were like kids were like babies.
They were really young.
Yeah.
It's in their brains. Someone needs to get in there.
You're saying somebody needs to manipulate these kids?
What about the
Josh, you're up.
Can't.
What about the parents' friends though? Surely they would know something.
Yeah, they probably do.
Yeah, maybe
Paid
they probably have
off.
loads of money now.
Yeah, probably paid off. Because wasn't it as well that the parents they drugged them? They like injected them with something to make them sleep. And there was a suggestion that maybe they overdosed her and killed her.
Maybe.
That's just dodgy.
That is a bit dodgy.
The whole Madeleine McCann thing is very, very dodgy.
The government were probably in on it as well because of how much publicity it got, how much fucking money it made.
Illuminati. See, we're back to there. See, well done, Jimmy.
I don't know. It's
They're run by aliens.
It's a very weird one, isn't it? Like whether she did get taken or well, I mean, we'll never know what happened to her unless the parents do know something and one day they crack. But
Maybe she's alive somewhere.
maybe she could be.
No.
You didn't know that.
She could be. You should have look at Joseph Fritzl. How many years was it that he had his daughter locked up for? I swear it was like 25 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Everybody thought she was dead for 25 years until she suddenly broke out of the basement. I've got one last one then to leave us on.
Okay.
Hit me, daddy.
Spank me.
Cut that. Go.
I didn't like that.
What, the hit me daddy bit? Or
Yeah,
the spank
no,
me bit?
the spank me, that's fine. Is Osama Bin Laden still alive?
Is Osama Bin Laden still alive? I don't know.
So how old would he be now?
No.
He wouldn't be overly old. I don't know. How old was he when he supposedly died?
Like
49.
50 something.
Yeah, like he could.
15?
Yeah.
Didn't one of his sons go to Oxford University?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think one or two.
We're getting off topic here.
No, but this the conspiracy though is that America didn't actually kill him and they've actually got him captive somewhere in some
Maybe he doesn't
sort of
exist.
secret facility or underground facility or wherever it may be. They've got him captive somewhere.
I've heard the guy talking about how he shot him and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's pretty descriptive
Yeah.
if he's making it up.
Who says they didn't shoot some random person?
Yeah, I know. Well, he could have had extras and doubles and.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuntman. See,
About it.
now Jimmy thinks it's a movie.
But like, I think I think it's quite like there's definitely a chance that they could have him captive somewhere.
Why though? What's the point?
Oh, his family are living.
Get information out of him, make him suffer.
We didn't even talk about Area 51.
No, this was the last one.
We haven't got that yet.
I'm going to bed after this.
So
Do you
you
know what
you guys don't think he could still be alive?
I don't think it.
No.
Not even a possibility that they could have him held captive somewhere. Because
No. It's pointless. Why? What's the point? He was a terrorist. He was a leader. Just kill him.
To be honest, though,
But
they
why
looked
wouldn't
everywhere. They found him in his house.
Huh?
A bit too obvious.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it was way too easy to supposedly find him.
Look, they looked in like caves and then like in fucking Syria.
And he was just in his house.
In his house watching
Simpsons.
One of his in
Maybe
his
he's
house,
watching The Simpsons.
multiple houses.
And he's still
Because then
in
he knew
his
he was going
house.
to get
Like,
caught.
that's
He
not
watched The
even like...
Simpsons. Oh, I see.
Like, surely somebody like that would be hiding somewhere. He wouldn't just be living it up in one of his
but
houses
that-
that everybody knows about.
Yeah, that is hiding though, because no one knew where his house was.
No, they did.
Maybe they thought he was in a cave, but in his house he was actually hiding. Because
They
it's
knew
like
where
the
his
most
house
obvious
was.
place.
Hence how they found him.
Hide in plain sight.
Hide in plain sight. Exactly, Jimmy.
Got to do it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they had searched there before and he wasn't there. That's why they checked caves.
No, I don't think they did.
The cave plays.
Check out that channel.
Yeah,
Great
but
channel.
he's always been a terrorist, Josh. Like he had millions. His family's they're minted.
Okay. Yeah, and? What does that mean?
So, why? So like he knew that when he had those houses, he knew he was a wanted man. So why would
Maybe he was never terrorist. America just wanted his money.
But he knew
Or
he
his
was a wanted
assets.
man, so why would he hide in one of his houses? Why would he... Yeah, why would he just...
Kyle thinks he panic bought a house because he's a wanted man.
What? This is why it makes no sense. He knew they wanted him. He knew they were searching for him. So why would he just live in a house that they know he owns?
maybe he gave up?
Yeah.
A man like that, you think is just going to give up?
Maybe his
Yeah.
wife.
You never
Is it-
know.
When
Or
his legacy is to die for what he believes in, and you think he
But what
just gave up?
was controlled by the US
Ah.
government.
What
What if he was controlled by the US government?
if he was controlled by them? Well,
That's what
another-
I said, but Josh
that's-
kept saying my name,
That's another conspiracy, isn't it?
making it invalid.
I mean, he could be alive and he could have a different name for all we know. He could be fucking.
Paul McCartney.
Do you know what I mean? But I find it weird how someone of his like of his name and who he is, and we like let his family into our country and to go university.
But
Yeah.
What's his family doesn't reflect.
You can't say his family don't reflect. This is one of the most like he led one of the biggest terrorist organizations out there.
Has his
You
son
still
blown
want-
anything up?
You can't say no, though, can you? If you're his family.
What do you mean?
Well, if he's saying, "I want you to be my wife," she can't say no.
Well, no, but the sons have got their fucking choice. They're his sons at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
I'm just saying, like, how we let them into our country before he died. Like, he was still alive.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that.
No, I didn't know. That he went. His son went to Cambridge.
Did he though?
I don't know. I'm saying.
The thing is, how many kids does he have?
That we know of, or
Yeah, because he could have loads.
probably does.
Good.
There you go, children, 20 to 26, it reckons he has.
Pretty good going. Carved back.
Isn't ISIS bigger?
But it's still a thing. They kind of died down a bit since
Yeah,
COVID's been
No,
out.
they can't travel, can they?
Better get in the country. Borders are shut.
It's true though. They were travelling to like that's how they blended in, wasn't it? They were just blend in as a tourist to travel around, and obviously they haven't been able to.
So COVID's a good thing, is what you're saying?
Maybe not.
I think it's time for breakfast now.
Did Hitler go to Argentina?
No, he was from Austria.
Well, he didn't die.
Yeah. went to Argentina.
He killed himself, didn't he? Took a pill, took poison.
You think Argentina would have let him in?
Yeah,
It's a long way to go.
they supported him.
Did they?
There's loads of Nazis in Argentina back then.
Maybe he went to Japan.
I'll take it back. It was actually Bin Laden that attended Oxford University to study English language in 1971.
Osama Bin Laden went to Oxford University.
He was a very intelligent man.
So was Hitler.
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah.
He
He
was
invented the Volkswagen Beetle.
That's why he's.
He designed it.
That's why these people are so dangerous. You know, like the most powerful people aren't dumb people, are they? Well, it's been a pleasure, guys.
It hasn't.
Alright, well, Jack's gone to sleep.
We'll wrap it up there.
To be fair, I mean, we've called it late night chats. It is 3:30 in the morning. So.
It's 4:30 over here on the road. Different time zone.
Oh, yeah, you're an hour ahead when you're 10 minutes down the road, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a sandwich.
You can make a sandwich.
Oh, make me one.
Right, so that is it for this week's chat. Jack's gone to bed. Jimmy's resorted to the kitchen to make a sandwich and doing a little dance. How's that sandwich looking? Oh, that's like proper baguette bread as well. That looks like a nice sandwich.
Need some sauce and that.
I don't know if he's got sauce or not. He's muted. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed watching this. If you did, hit the like button. Hit subscribe. It's a brand new channel. We need all the subscribers we can get. Yeah, we'll be back next week with a new topic to talk about. But yeah, make sure you join us again next week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Good night and God bless.